the funny thing is, I think that the shipping it here was more than the actual beer.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and I'm so thankful. You know, anytime a nurse sends you something, it means a lot. And this was really cool. So,
inspired by the adventures of our nurses, therapists, and techs, A Beer with Atlas is the only healthcare traveling craft beer drinking podcast. Each week, we'll open a few beers, talk about the brewery and the style of beer, and then dive into some research curated specifically for each episode. In the end, we hope each one sounds like a conversation you'd have with your friends while enjoying a few cold ones.
Welcome to another episode of A Beer with Atlas. I'm Rich.
I'm Brian.
I'm Dolan.
I'm Justin.
Justin.
Hey.
New guy.
Hey, everybody.
Guest star.
All right. So, Justin, tell me, you are here because one of your travelers sent you some beers.
Yes.
How'd that go down?
Brittany, which is crazy because Brittany when COVID started, finding labor and delivery jobs was hard. Mm-hmm. And Brittany happened to get a job in Maui at Maui Memorial.
Oh.
And it was hard to get her there, but we got her there. She's there, and as a thank you, she sent me some beer.
So it's hard enough to get a traveler a job in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Outside of all of this, and you did it during COVID.
Yes, and a big licensing scare because the Board of Nursing wasn't open.
Oh God!
And we
gosh.
had to have her license, and they happened to push it through for her. Like they did a really good job. We were very thankful that it got done. So
Did she have to hang out for weeks when she got there? A couple weeks or?
No,
did they ever had they had a case in Hawaii yet?
the healthcare workers were exempt from the quarantine.
Oh, nice.
So she was able to start right away. She just had to wear a mask for a week. So.
That's good.
They pretty much wear masks a lot anyway, so this was nothing new for her.
Nope. It was good.
Interesting. So she sent you 2 beers from Maui Brewing Company. What are they?
So, she sent me a bunch, but these are the 2 I brought in for the...
These are the only 2 that are left.
These are the 2 left.
That we pried from his hand.
Right.
Yes. That's good. We'll take 2.
So, what's funny is my girlfriend actually went there 2 years ago, and all she drank was this Maui beer while she was on the island. Yes.
Oh, nice.
And loved it. So I have to share it with her. I was able to grab these 2 and bring them in. Okay. So we have Pineapple Mana wheat beer from Maui Brewing Company and Big Swell IPA.
Should we tell a secret right now?
Go ahead.
It's National IPA Day right now as we are recording.
Recording National IPA Day.
Yes. So here we are. Perfect.
Right.
Well, then we should start with that, right?
I think we should.
I think we should too.
I think so too. I plan on drinking a lot of IPAs today, quite honestly. That's
I mean, yeah. I mean, why not?
National IPA Day. So, secret, we record these ahead of time.
Yeah.
Dolan's let that cat out of the bag multiple times, though.
Yeah.
So I've been to... That's a pretty hard pour there, Pietig. You're used to drinking out of a can? Or?
I don't know what I did there.
Yeah. So I've been to Maui. We went there on our honeymoon almost 14 years ago.
Good math.
Long time, yeah. It's beautiful. I see why people live there. It's amazing. I understand why locals don't want tourists to live there. They'll be very happy to have them as tourists and spend money.
And then get on out.
And then get out.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful. It's fantastic there. It's 78-ish degrees all the time. And even when it rains, it's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah, I've never been anywhere like that, but I'd like to go.
Oh, you told. Yeah, here's the problem though with it. It is horribly expensive. Everything. A gallon of milk would cost you $6 or whatever. I don't know if that's. I mean, I don't think I'm exaggerating. I think that's true. So
And probably just getting it there. You're paying for the shipping.
Yeah, probably.
True. So Maui Brewing Company has a number of locations all throughout Hawaii. Lahaina is the one that I'm most familiar with. Lahaina is in Maui, and not too far from there. So, right there, there's a lot of resorts and stuff. So, located at 4405 Ho'onopono Holly Highway.
Hopefully you look it up.
There we
Use
go.
GPS. Don't use Rich's.
Yeah, don't.
pronunciations.
How did he spell that?
boy.
Honapala Highway.
You know that one.
Yeah, it totally is.
So these guys, I did a little digging on them. They also make hard seltzer.
Get out.
They
Really?
make canned cocktails, and they make soda pop. So if you get the kid in there, you can get him an island soda.
Still 100% independent. They have not been bought.
Nice.
Unlike their friends at Kona, who we've had in the past.
Yep.
Dolan's favorite beer, right?
The asterisk Hawaii beer.
That's
Is
right.
Is that what?
That's
So
right.
this is the first beer from
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Legit Hawaii beer.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't hold anything against Kona. I understand what happened and how it went down or whatever. But yeah, Kona Brewing Company is produced in Colorado now, and so yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. This should be halfway to Dolan's sweet spot for IPAs.
Ooh, that's good.
It's
Yeah.
citrusy,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
it's hoppy too,
Yes.
which I really enjoy,
Look, I've been forcing IPAs down until I like it,
and it's worked.
and it's working.
It's a good theory
Yeah.
to try.
Yeah. So, still locally owned and operated by brewmaster Kim Brisson Lutz.
Sure.
Sure. And I had the owner's name here, and I lost. Here we go. Garrett Moreno. So
Okay.
that's not a very Hawaii-sounding name.
No, but there's like what, 4 or 5 locations?
At least 4 locations throughout Hawaii. Let's see. Let's go back to the.
I looked at their menu too. I know they have food, at least in a couple of them, like on-site food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, like
Oh.
pizzas look good, and had weird because it's an island. There's island flavors, which we're not used to here in Nebraska. But
So 2 locations in Maui. So Kihei, Kihei.
sure,
That's in Maui.
Yep.
Kihei.
And then Lahaina, only because I've been there before.
so
Lahaina.
you got that one.
That one. Waikiki, which a lot of people are from.
Waikiki Beach.
Maybe, yeah. If
Yeah.
you were a child of the 80s, I mean, that was pretty famous, right?
It was
Yeah. And then Kailua. Not the
not
drink.
the drink, which is tasty.
Very
So,
tasty.
Kailua, Kailua, Hawaii. That's the other location.
Hey, we could fly there, right, for $433 round trip.
We could go get some more beer.
Well, Brian, we're not going anywhere for a while.
So
Actually, we are.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. We're going to Hawaii now.
We're going somewhere for a while. Wow, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah,
That is
well,
pretty
that's
cheap.
I've heard that the flights there are cheap. It's just once you get there, everything is expensive.
Everything is expensive. That's
I think it's about half price right now, though. Usually it's about $800 to get there, I think.
Oh wow,
yeah.
that's still good.
Yes.
Shoot, I got a honeymoon to plan, so
Better do it quick.
There's no better place to go, I think. I mean, as it goes, if you want beach and beach drinks and that type of thing and luau, like you go to the and they do it up, right?
Plus, it's in the United States, which is so weird to think of.
You don't need a passport and
money. You don't have to worry about the currency situation and
weird
all that
shots
stuff.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you would have to
I mean, you
get.
do shots there.
Well, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but not. Yeah,
I fell in love with Mai Tais when I was there. That was. Peter, have you been? Have you been there?
I have not. I want to. I have an uncle that has a house there
You do.
that I can go visit. But
I've heard about
just
this
haven't.
place, and
yeah.
I've heard about this place.
Nice.
It sounds really nice.
Yeah.
We should go. I don't know why we haven't yet. Quite honestly. So
I'm gonna segue. You ready for a segue?
absolutely.
You know who lives in Maui? It's
Don Ho.
I don't know. Tiny Bubbles.
Yes.
I don't know if he does, but here's who has houses there or had when they were still around.
Okay.
Apparently, it's kind of an exclusive place to live and expensive, as we've talked about before. So here's some celebs that you might see at the beach with a Spam hot dog or something. Weird Al, he's got a house there.
Not surprised.
Oprah,
Okay.
old crooked nose Owen Wilson, he's got one.
Whoa. Isn't that what he
Nice.
said?
Yeah.
wow.
Wow. That's
Wow.
That was pretty good. Steven Tyler,
Okay.
yeah, from Aerosmith. Bob Rock, you know that name? Producer from Metallica. He's
Yep,
got one
yep.
there. Richard Pryor used to live there. In a past episode, we talked about Willie Nelson. He's got a house there. That's where he hid his guitar so the IRS wouldn't steal it.
That's right.
Chris Christopherson has a house there. George Harrison lived there while he was around. Woody Harrelson, one of the world's most famous now ex-pot smokers, Woody Harrelson.
Whoa.
Yeah, he doesn't do it anymore.
What?
Quit, yeah.
What?
Yeah, last couple of years, I think.
Does he eat the gummies?
I don't think he does any of that stuff anymore.
Weird. Okay.
Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac, he lives there.
Can I tell you a secret?
What?
I hate Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, my God.
Well, we're not going anywhere for a while.
Put a record scratch in there, Dolan, right there. Drop it. Clint Eastwood. He's made his day there.
Not surprised.
Alice Cooper. And here's one that kind of did surprise me. Boomer, Chris Berman from ESPN.
Oh.
He lives there.
Well, you get paid enough money.
Yeah. And then Neil Young. He's got a house there as well.
Not surprised.
So, rich musicians, actors galore.
Elvis lived there for a while,
Sure.
right?
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe.
he was out there forever.
He did
Yeah.
a bunch of.
The Hawaii comeback was
Yeah.
great. Like the whole white suit and all that stuff. Yeah. That was good stuff.
So, Peter, as we're at, obviously when this airs is much later, as we are talking about this right now in early August, your traveler's still there, correct?
She is, yeah.
Have you gotten any weather updates at all from her?
You know what? I'm friends with her on Facebook and Instagram, and so I see the pictures that she posts.
Yeah.
And I can tell that the weather is nice. Also, she is a huge fan of sea turtles, which there are a ton of them there.
Really?
Like, yeah, just right there on the beach, just swimming and hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
she's doing it up. She's out there snorkeling and hiking and just seeing it, just like really getting the full experience. Sometimes travelers go on assignment and they just kind of hole up in their place and just work and don't do anything. And so I really love it when people get out and really enjoy the area and get to know, because to me, that's the kind of travelers I want to work with. That's, those are the people that are happiest on assignment, are the people that get out and do stuff. And what a great place to get out and see everything.
You might never get to go back there,
Absolutely.
So live it up while you can.
So I actually have a couple weird things that I've heard about Maui. So number one is no snakes.
Yeah, no snakes. That's 100%
no snakes in the
true.
whole place, right?
Yeah.
She's got ice, that's all.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then like Krispy Kreme donuts are like the thing over there, right? Like
Really?
like there's a Krispy Kreme in Maui, and so they go and like people will go to Krispy Kreme and like buy dozens of donuts and then fly back to Honolulu and like sell them.
Wow.
Wouldn't they just open one in Honolulu?
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
Didn't we
That's-
have a story like
that's-
this on the show before, where somebody
Yeah.
would drive and buy?
from like Minnesota and come here
Yeah.
and buy them and then sell them in Minnesota or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Krispy
It's so
Kreme.
weird. Like it's huge over there.
Okay.
Wow.
They love their donuts.
I'm just imagining like Krispy Kreme in one hand, Spam sandwich in the other
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
I never understood the Spam thing there, but it's definitely a thing in Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
Spam is?
Yeah.
My God, dude,
Really?
you guys are like doing my research for me. This is so great. Let's segue right into it because I have some
All
more
right.
information. It is between that and like Guam. So
Okay.
Guam and Hawaii, more Spam consumed than anywhere in the world.
Not surprised.
So I want to, before you go into the Guam thing, I have a story to tell. My mother went to high school in Guam. This my grandpa was military, Navy. And she still makes a dish to this day that it's like Spam, green beans, and like a tomato-based sauce. Mm-hmm. And you put that on top of rice. It is one of my favorite things ever on the planet. It's just Spam, onions, and green beans on rice.
It's
And
like
that's
like a weird take on goulash or something.
apparently on the island of Guam, you can get it anywhere. Like
Yeah.
it's their breakfast of choice.
I mean, they have like flavors of Spam there that they don't have in the States.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
it's I make it for my wife. She loves it too.
Give
So
us one more time. What is it?
it's just Spam, onions, green beans in like a tomato base sauce, and you put it on top of rice and then hot sauce.
Yeah.
Can
That
you
sounds
bring
good.
that
Good.
in sometime?
Yeah,
Right,
I will.
yes.
I
That
will.
does sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was eating that now.
We've done Spam on the Atlas Eats, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That
Thought
was,
so.
and it was surprisingly good. I mean, it's not what you would think. It's not the weird gelatinous,
Yeah.
what you would think it was. But
I didn't know that they had different flavors until
Oh,
that
yeah.
episode.
Oh, yes.
You know, and then even if I saw that it had different flavors, I'd be wary of it.
cautious.
Yeah.
You know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good old Spam. Here's some other things I wrote down about Maui because I've never been, but I'd like to go. No one there can own a beach, so you can't have a house that's on the beachfront. Like, you don't own it. You can live there, but it's like against the law to be restrictive of the beaches, which means like there's no, like, you go to Jamaica and they have their own set beach, right? Like,
Yes.
you can't go there.
Yep.
That's not how it is in Maui. So anybody can be anywhere. There's like no private beaches.
So your property line like ends at your house,
Basically.
then? Okay.
So you have access, but everybody else does too. So you can't own that there. There are no billboards, like at all,
They don't want to
in
restrict
Hawaii.
view of the
Exactly.
beach.
There's
Okay.
only there's 3 other states in the United States that have this same law: Vermont, Maine, and Alaska. So you will not see billboards in any of those 4.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, Maui Gold. We talked about these pineapples when we did a pineapple episode.
Yes.
They have 3 times the vitamin C of a normal pineapple, and it takes them 18 months to grow them, to pick them to be ripe.
18 months.
So that's a big investment. So they're expensive,
Sheesh.
but they're like, super pineapples, basically. The oldest high school west of the Rockies is in Maui. Was built in 1831.
Jeez.
So that's way before it was a state. I mean, that's 120-something years almost.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
called
insane.
Lahaina Luna High School, 1831. The largest dormant volcano in the entire world is in Maui. It's 10,023 feet tall.
Ooh.
And there are 81 beaches on Maui. 120 miles, basically, is what it makes. And it's the most of any island. So that's a
Wow.
ton of beaches. Charles Lindbergh buried there. So
Really?
the famous explorer and aeronautical dude, he's like one of the most famous people in the world in the 20s.
Yeah.
He is buried in Maui.
That he just retired and then they
Yeah, he
buried
went
him?
there and like people just accepted him and made him one of their own, and he loved it there, and that's where he lived the last couple years of his life.
Interesting. Huh.
So there you go, some Maui facts.
So Justin, what was the name of the IPA again? Because that's the first one we did. Here was the
Big
IPA.
Swell, I think.
Big.
It was the Big Swell. What'd you think of it?
It was interesting. I expected way more pineapple out of it, but it was
Well,
just
this pineapple one's next.
But I expected out of the IPA, like it's very easy to get citrus fruits out of an IPA.
Gotcha.
And I thought, okay, coming from Hawaii, we would get more citrus fruits. It was not. It was more hoppy.
Close to a West Coast, but the color
Yeah.
is not. You know what I mean? It's not malty, but it has that hot punch, which is I like.
I liked it.
It's Dolan approved. Yeah.
Oh wow,
For sure.
Well, there you go.
That's
Should we do this
good.
other one?
Let's
Yeah.
we'll go to Untapped first. 2 friends have checked this in. Daniel Chavez and another guy. I'm not sure who this is.
Say, as long as it wasn't me.
Daniel Chavez lives here. I believe he lives here in Omaha. That we're friend. Nope, City of Joliet. That's right. Okay.
Joliet Jake.
Yep. We Big Swell IPA 75,000 check-ins.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
So it's Justin for you. We do it's a 1 to 5 scale with decimals.
Okay.
75,000 check-ins. Where do you think it lands? We'll let our
That
guests-
might have been one of the worst pours I've ever seen, by the way.
It was. It really was.
I
Talk
would
and pour
say
at the same time. That's why I'm not a bartender.
3.8.
Okay.
That's
okay.
pretty good, I think. I'll go 3.62.
Dolan?
I'm going to go, 3.7. I'm going to go right in the middle. 3.7.
3.68.
Ooh.
We were right
close.
on. Right
Really?
on.
Wow.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yep.
Right in there.
I can agree. 3.75. I think that's
Yeah.
my 2 friends have both rated it a 3.75. I'm
Yeah.
fine with it. I think if I got this in Hawaii, I'd be super happy.
I was happy to get it
yeah.
in Nebraska.
That's exactly where I'd be with it. It's probably 3.75, 3.5, 3.75, somewhere there.
That one smells good.
Yeah. That's.
We poured the wheat.
I went really heavy on the. So the next one, the out of the 2 that he has left, is Pineapple Manna Wheat. Maui Gold Pineapple gives sweet aromas to this smooth-bodied tropical brew. 5.5% ABV. And they have the independent craft brewer thing on there,
Yep.
too. So, good job.
I like how it has the state. The islands are up there with the longitude and latitude, I
Yeah.
think. You use that term?
Cool turtle. Look at he's talking about the turtles on there. It's got a turtle logo.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's got the tribal, looking tattoo kind of designs on there with the pineapple. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It smells like like real fresh pineapple, almost like grapefruity to me.
Oh boy, yeah. Crafted with passion. Crafted with passion.
Or passion.
From the heart of paradise. I can agree with this. We are an innovative and independent brewery. We welcome to Ohana. What is Ohana? I don't understand.
It's like a lifestyle thing. It's like part of the family.
This should absolutely be Dolan approved right here.
I think I like this one better than the IPA.
Yeah, it's good.
Talk
I was
about
expecting
pineapple.
a lot more pineapple. But I think it's just the right amount. It's really good.
You know what this reminds me of, but 10 times better. That pineapple beer we got from Vegas a while back.
Well, anything's better than that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what?
that
That
one.
beer wasn't bad.
Yeah.
From Ninth Island.
Ninth
That's
Island.
right.
That's the Ninth Island.
Hawaii tie-in.
Hawaii tie-in.
Look at
yeah.
that.
To be fair, that beer was good. I thouot it was going to be garbage.
Yeah.
Because
We're still trying to change your mind on Vegas.
I'm still trying. Yeah. Here's what I like about this. It is the perfect mix of pineapple and wheat.
Yeah.
You get that wheat beer flavor at the end, but then it's just that pineapple yum.
There's a lingering sweetness that's good.
Yeah.
It's not overpowering, but
It reminds me of Boulevard wheat, but pineapple.
yeah.
If they added just buckets of pineapple.
Yeah.
And to be fair, and we've said this before, we judge whether we like to or not. Boulevard wheat was our first wheat beer, all of ours.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so we judge everything against Boulevard wheat, which is still a very, very good beer.
Yeah.
So if they were to dump just buckets of pineapple into Boulevard wheat, you've got something like this.
So
Yum.
this brewery makes, like most of them that we've talked about, does seasonals, right?
Yeah.
But their seasons in Hawaii are a little different than what we're used to. So out of the 4 seasonals, they have 2 hazy IPAs and a Berliner Weiss. Those are their seasonals, which I thought was fun. There's no, stout or anything, no porters that I saw.
Did they make
on
a stout at all?
I didn't see one.
It'd be interesting if they did.
I didn't see anything on their menu. But yeah, so that's the
mean-
seasonals that I saw today.
It'd be weird to drink on a beach, but I'm one of those guys that would drink a stout on the beach.
Yeah, I would too.
That'd be so.
Like a 15% just barrel-aged
There you
bomb in your
go.
gut, sunburned.
It's right out in the heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's I always like to see what other beers they offer. Right?
Okay.
What
Yeah.
other beers
Yeah,
they
yeah.
offer. So Bikini Blonde is their lager.
I have that at home and have had it. It is very good.
I bet. It's
Very, very good.
It looks delicious.
That's the one I'm not allowed to bring in because my
that's her
girlfriend wants
favorite.
to drink it.
Yeah.
Good call. Big Swell, which we just had. Pineapple Manna, which we're drinking right now. Coconut Hawaii, which is a porter.
Yeah.
Which would be kind of interesting to try. Their take
Yeah.
on a porter. Pueo, Pueo, is their pale ale. I don't know what Pueo means. But
I don't either.
I'm not even pronouncing that right. Pahū, P-A-U-H-A-N-A is their Pilsner. And then they have a double IPA called Double Overhead.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I'd try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could find a few things to get into.
Distribution in Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado. Never seen this where I go.
I was going to say, I bet you it doesn't get there too much.
I'll have to ask my brother because he works for a distributor. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
DC, Florida, Hawaii, obviously, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah. Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Texas, Washington.
So this
and
is way bigger
Virginia.
than I thought.
Everywhere
bigger.
except Nebraska.
Yeah.
That or they're distributing a case of 6-packs.
Right.
There might not be a whole lot
Hey,
of it.
that's good though. So if you're on the road, look for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess you have a really good
It's a
chance to
lot.
find it.
Yeah, you
Right.
do.
A lot of our travelers in those states.
This is interesting. International distribution: Canada, Japan, UK, and U.S. military.
All that
way
makes
nice.
sense, actually.
Yeah.
Well, Japan makes sense.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean,
know.
people who's going there a lot of visitors.
But the UK too. That's interesting. I
Yeah.
guess that would. I would have figured maybe Korea or if they're going to Japan,
Philippines or
Yeah.
Taiwan, something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cool.
I'll have to ask my Colorado
International.
friends.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
We get fancy here sometimes.
I guess.
Super fancy.
Let's see. I got a little bit on this beer. I just did a little tiny bit of research on the term mana because it's on the can, and I heard that term before,
Yes.
but I didn't know how it related to Hawaii. So here's what we got. It is basically spiritual life force. right? So it's flowing through everything, right?
Ohana.
So it's like anything can have this. Plant, a rock, a turtle, a person. Like in the island culture or religion, anything can contain this. You can get more and you can lose it, which is kind of interesting.
Okay.
So unlike our European religions, this is like you can do good things and gain more of this power, or you can do bad things and lose it, which is kind of interesting to me. That it's not set in stone. It is usually thought to be related to the natural world versus supernatural. So it's like wind or rain or that sort of stuff. This is how you're seeing it in the world versus like angels coming down, that sort of stuff.
Yep.
So it's more tangible, like you can see it and touch it.
Okay.
When you had this, especially back in the day, like hundreds of years ago, if you had mana or mana, you were an influencer. You were like authoritarian person or someone in power. It was something that you strive to have. And the way back in the day, the way you got it, you wouldn't necessarily think about going there in the Me Too days now. So the way you'd get it was either like sexual prowess or violence. Like you beat somebody up.
And you get
kill
more.
a tribe, you got more. You take theirs, and you got it now.
Wow.
Sure.
So like that's how you got it back then. Was
Yeah.
like you gained it through force, and then you took that power and you had it. So that's the term and how it is different than what I've heard it before. But the Hawaiian spin, I guess, on it. So
It comes back to me for either video games or Dungeons and Dragons. Like in both, it ties back to both of those. Like that's there were early Nintendo games where they used the word mana as your life force.
Yeah.
Like when your mana was gone, you died.
yeah,
Like that was.
and I
that
think
was
that's
it.
kind of cool how it's so universal, you know.
Yeah.
And it's also neat that we got it today in a can from Hawaii here in Nebraska.
Man,
That's so good though.
that was.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
sad
you,
there was
Brittany.
only one.
I mean, there's one here.
Oh, that's right. He only brought 2 cans.
We're
Wait,
lucky to
is
get 'em.
there- Oh.
Should we do this? Should we do it
Oh
again?
my
We can
gosh!
still talk for another. Hey,
Yeah.
talk
Look
about
at this.
There we go.
I mean, that's legit. Like if you opened a can of pineapple tidbits and drank the juice
It
out.
really
That's
is.
really what it tastes
Yeah.
like. Thank you for bringing these, by the way.
This is truly we're not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah, let's
Let's.
have.
Oh, that's
have
good.
a-
I thought this would be one of the ones I
You didn't like
I
as much?
didn't like as much because I'm more of a Coors Light, Busch Light kind of just
Pilsner
regular beer
guy, yeah.
guy, you know, and these wheat beers, whatever. But I really like that.
But there's just enough of that wheat backbone there
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
bring you back to those beers.
Yeah, it's I think that's other the blonde was really good, really good.
Was it really good?
Yeah, it was.
I have found on my beer journey right now, I gravitate more towards the lagers and brown ales for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
moved a little bit away from the IPAs just because I think I'm just kind of IPA'd out,
Yeah, you can.
Same here.
right?
you
yeah.
can definitely get your taste buds like hopped out for sure.
I've been pounding IPAs.
I just don't
He's on a
like how full you get off. Of it.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
a
like,
meal. Yeah.
It really is. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
Dolan's on a different.
He's on a different journey.
I'm trying to like
That's
them.
Yeah, he's forcing himself.
But I was at the same place a couple of years ago, and I drank every IPA I could all the time.
he's also 20 years younger than us.
That is 100% true. He
That
could be.
helps.
He could be any of our children.
Yeah.
Quite
Yeah.
honestly. So yeah. So although he doesn't act like that, which is good.
Which is nice.
Yes. But yeah, that's the pineapple in this. If you are just kind of like Justin, where you are a very Coors Light, Miller Lite, Bud Light guy, girl, whatever.
Or if you're into like mixed drinks, even.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a
yeah.
citrusy mix, like a
Right.
cocktail.
Yep.
Like this is real close to that sort of fruit flavor. It's just
Yeah,
outstanding.
you could add more pineapple juice to this and make like a pineapple beer mosa. That would
Oh,
be
yeah, you
that would
definitely
be
could.
super
Oh,
good.
you could.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good idea.
And the cans are very recognizable with the logo with the tribal kind of looking logo on the bottom, with the black stripe along the
And the
top.
Maui block lettering,
Yeah.
that stands
It's
out.
really
for sure.
cool. Yeah, I like
Very
it. I like it.
recognizable.
I wish they distributed it in Omaha.
Yeah. I would buy this all day long.
I would too.
Yeah.
Like, that is legit good.
This was, okay, for Midwest fellas, lawn mowing beers.
Yeah.
This would be a great
Yeah.
post-lawn mowing beer.
Or even just like barbecue, like the pineapple with the barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
With
be
some
good.
ham,
Pulled pork or
Oh
ribs.
yeah, pork
Yeah.
chops, anything like that.
Getting hungry.
spam burgers.
Damn you.
There you go.
Hamburgers.
He's always bringing it to food.
Hey,
Talk about what you know, I guess.
If we know something about Dolan, it's that he likes to eat.
Yeah, he likes
And
to cook.
He has a very eclectic food background
Yeah.
that includes all of
Different
this stuff.
cultures
Yeah.
combined. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's 100% true. Which now we found out includes spam and
Green beans,
Green
and
beans.
red sauce combined up.
to try.
I want.
I'll have
I
to make
want
you
that
some.
right now.
I do too.
it's so good. I mean, it's so good.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try it. Is the tomato watered down? Is it like
Yeah. So it's just like the tomato sauce in a can, those short cans you get. You put like 2 of those in there, a can of green beans, a whole thing of spam, a half an onion, maybe a quarter onion, depending on how much you want, some garlic, and then you put it in a pan. You cook it all up, and then you put it over rice, and then you put some hot sauce on there.
You cube the spam or
Y-
slice it up or what?
I cut it into like
Strips?
strips.
Yeah.
But then I make them like smaller, so like they look like probably like carrot strips. You know what I'm
okay.
talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hungry. Dang it.
Next week on Atlas Eats, we're
Yeah.
gonna have Dolan food.
Yeah.
Dolan food. Dolan food. More like island food.
Yeah. Stuff you
My
might not
mom's
have heard
stuff.
of, but
Right on.
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
All right, one more time, Justin Traveler's name. What was the
Brittany Bradley,
Brittany?
Where's she-
Thank you.
And where's she working?
Yeah.
Maui Memorial.
Maui Memorial.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a few more weeks here.
Our address is 11159 Mill Valley Road. Please send us some more of
Send
this.
more.
Send more manna.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as we found
Here's the
out.
thing. The funny thing is, I think that the shipping it here was more than the actual beer.
Beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm so thankful. You know, anytime a nurse sends you something, it means a lot. And this was really cool. So, and that's why I wanted to bring it in and share with you guys, so that we could get it. I actually thought this was going to be a video, so I wore a nice shirt.
You dressed nice today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
I am
it's-
happy to see your beard is back too. Last time I saw you, you were very beardless from the.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's good. I somehow think you just close your eyes and it just your beard grows.
Push a
again.
few hairs out.
Just flexed your neck
It just
neck
keeps-
muscles.
You know, the thing is that every time I've shaved it historically, it has come back with more grays. And this time
That's
it's
true.
worse than ever.
That happens. That is
I
a
am
true fact.
seriously lining myself up for a Santa Claus gig. Like 5 years from now, I'm going to
Yeah.
be full Santa.
Well, that's job security. You
Yeah.
know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
What are you doing
There
in
you
5
go.
years? I'm going to be a mall Santa.
Mall Santa.
My dad did that at East Park Plaza in Lincoln.
Really?
Yeah, he was full white like by the time he was 40. So he had, a few bush lights in his stomach, so he had a good Santa gut.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
he made a great mall Santa.
I'm working on that too. Like I literally am heading in that direction right now.
Could
Well,
be
there you
worse. Could be the elf, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when
Yeah.
my grandchildren want to go see a Santa Claus,
Yeah.
I'm going to say, this is Santa
There you
Justin.
You know, and if you're out there, as we found out, it's everywhere. All those states you listed that it's distributed, go try it out. Go try it
Yeah.
out.
Absolutely. Let us know what you think too, because this
You
is...
said Colorado, right?
Colorado was on there, but I hadn't seen it. I'm northern Colorado. Now my brother, like I said, is on the east side of Denver in Centennial. So
Look, it's in Idaho. Like, it's in Idaho.
Maybe that means it's like Colorado Springs or Durango, maybe, or
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
on that side of Colorado.
he'll be able to find it. He's found some weirder stuff for me. Speaking of which, I'm still working on the mustard flavored.
That Oscar Blues beer.
Yes.
French's.
That thing sold out in a day.
It did. He's
Oh,
working on
really?
it.
It sold out in less than a day. So they're
Dang.
making more. And I don't know
As-
why you would.
As they should.
Well,
No.
I know why they would, or
Well,
why
to
they
make some
should.
bucks, yeah.
So we can make an episode out of it.
I'm not. I don't think I could drink it.
I believe in you.
Oh
Wait
my god.
Wait a minute. I checked this beer in last year.
Which one?
Pineapple Manna.
Wow.
Where were you in Colorado?
It doesn't exist anymore, but this makes a lot of sense.
What?
The Tiki Bar in Estes Park, Colorado. It's gone now, sadly, because of progress and or just money grab by people in the city.
Oh, bummer.
Small town politics. It doesn't exist anymore. It was right on the river. It was this little like tiki themed bar.
Yeah.
My wife loved it. We would go there all the time. But I had this, and I rated it unfairly at a 3.5. So,
Well, your tastes have changed. What would you say now?
I would definitely like 4.25, probably.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4.5. I was going to go 4 at first, but the second pour was even better than the first pour. So 4.5 for me.
This is interesting. So back in 2016, friend of the show, and I never worked for us before, but traveling healthcare professional Aaron Highfill, who I met last year I met him in Las Vegas at the SAA conference.
Okay.
So he ranked this in 2016, so 4 years ago, at a 2.75.
Maybe he's a tough voter.
He is.
I'm going a straight 4.
To be fair, that Aaron he's a porter stout guy,
Yeah.
for sure. So malty beers.
I'm real loosey-goosey with my votes, so, I mean...
So Dolan, 54,000 check-ins. What'd you say?
Well, I'm going a 4.
Okay.
But I'm thinking it's probably a 3.8.
Okay. Justin?
I'm going 4.2.
Oh.
I feel like Justin's closer. 3.8's kind of where I wanted to go too, though. So I'll go 3.68.
Gosh, 3.62.
Oh.
So
People are
close.
wrong.
People are wrong.
wrong.
They're
I mean,
wrong.
They're entitled to their wrong opinion.
If all 52,000 of those people were sitting with us right now,
Yeah.
I think they'd vote differently.
I think they would vote.
They might have
differently.
had a bad day.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
But-
Most likely.
And maybe they just didn't. They didn't appreciate it for what it truly was, like
Look.
how it.
Yeah.
We're all rating it a 4 on a rainy day. Like, it's got to be better on a sunny day.
Oh,
Right?
Oh, it's a 17. It's 100 degrees outside. It breaks the scale.
I think we need to go to Maui and rate this.
Yeah, we need it on
the
tap.
beach.
We do.
I think you're
We
right.
really
on
do.
tap, on the beach,
Yeah.
with one of those pizzas that are on their website. I just looked at their website
Right?
menu and I got really hungry.
That flatbread stuff. Oh, mama.
Yeah.
I could definitely go for that. Yeah. So, all right, we're not going anywhere for
That's
a while.
a bummer.
I know.
Well, let's have another beer at least.
Or go to Hawaii and have
Or
a beer.
do that.
For 400?
Yeah. $400.
Thank you for listening to A Beer with Atlas. Special thanks to our brand team for producing the show. Each episode of A Beer with Atlas is powered by Atlas MedStaff, an industry leader in travel healthcare staffing.